Good morning. Ooh, looks like I got some sun yesterday. Well, it was finally sunny. So it's Memorial Day here in the United States. If you're not in the United States, today we celebrate and remember all of those who have served and gave the greatest sacrifice in the name of our country. So if you've never done this on Memorial Day, I would encourage you to go look at all the memorials in your hometown dedicated to each of the wars that were fought. And what I would do if you were in the United States, I used to do this with my daughter every Memorial Day, is go backwards. So we would start with the Vietnam Memorial, then we would go to Korea if they had one, which our hometown now does, then go to World War II, then go to World War I, and then go to the Civil War. And which meant in my hometown you had to go to two places because they're in two different locations. And, for me, I think we always have to stop and just remember what it is that people went through in order to fight these battles. I mean, especially the Civil War. When you go look at the Civil War monument, what you're going to be taken aback by is the number of names. So like in my hometown on the Vietnam Memorial, there's 10 or 11 names. By the time you get to World War II, there's several dozen. But when you get to the Civil War, it is hundreds and hundreds of names, the number of deaths that occurred in that war and how bloody that war was. It was hand-to-hand, it was intimate, it was people who knew each other sometimes, and it was just an incredible loss of life. So my only message today on Memorial Day is to take a moment to do what the day is supposed to do, and that is remember those who gave so much at the altar of freedom. Watch the movie Glory about the first African-American regiment out of Massachusetts, the 54th, who went into a battle the second time that the North was trying to take a fort from the South, knowing that every single one of them would die. If you've ever had a chance to visit, Iwo Jima or the Battle of Normandy, my stepmom's dad landed on Normandy. And I mean, the majority of those men knew when they were in the boats that they weren't going to make it. Imagine today you woke up knowing I'm going to go attack this fort or this beach or this whatever, and the likelihood is I'm not going to make it through the day. And many, many soldiers have done that. The 54th Regiment out of Massachusetts volunteered for that particular task, knowing that they were all going to die. And they did it because it was for a greater cause, and they also did it because they were the first African-American regiment, and they wanted to put their place in history. And they have. We still talk about it. So my only message to you today on Memorial Day is to, yes, grow flesh and have a great time and drink beer and do what Americans do. But take a minute to go look at those monuments and look at the names of the folks that had to do what those people had to do. They had to go into battle, and many times they didn't have a choice. A lot of times they were drafted. World War II, they were drafted. Korea, they could have been drafted. Vietnam, they were definitely drafted. A lot of those guys in Vietnam were drafted and they couldn't vote. At that time in this country, you had to be 21 to vote, but you were 18 to get drafted. So you didn't have a choice. You got drafted, you got sent off to war, fought a battle in a country you'd never even heard of, and sometimes they didn't come home. The greatest sacrifice that there ever is. So for all of those you served, thank you for your service. My grandfather was in the Navy in World War II in the South Pacific. And we have his flag in the office that was given to us by the United States upon his passing. There were six boys in his family, nine children, six boys, all served in a war. 2 in World War II, 2 in Korea, and 2 in Vietnam. Pretty amazing. So today we honor those who served. Go take a look at their monuments. Maybe watch a movie about the Civil War, or watch a movie about Normandy, or watch a movie about something where you can get educated on what one of these battles was truly like. And then go grill flesh and drink beer and enjoy yourself. But on today, I wanted to just take a moment to say Thanks to all who served us. Have a great day, everybody. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.